Hi there. Today I'm going to talk to you about managing your classroom library and getting your books set up to be leveled so that they are accessible for kids in your classroom. This is just one way that I have found to be successful, so hopefully a couple of my tips will be able to help you set your library up as well. What you're going to need is you're going to need a couple of apps or websites, and the first one is going to be a Book Wizard app through Scholastic, and this app is going to help you to be able to find what level, guided reading level, your book is actually at. So I have an example here of Beagle, and if you turn it over on the back, there's a barcode on the back. And so when you find that barcode, you can go to the app, the Book Wizard app here, okay, and when you click on that, it'll ask you to scan it. So you're just going to scan that barcode on the back, and that here real quick. Need to hold it flat, sorry. It's loading. Excuse me. And then this is what we find. So it gives you the Lexile level. So if you want to level your books by Lexiles, then that's perfectly accessible right here as well. And then your guided reading level. So this guided reading level was K. So then what I've had parent volunteers come in and do is they find that guided reading level, and then they're writing it in the top right-hand corner of the book with a black Sharpie. And so that's the level, and I've trained the kids then to know that that's where they look to find the level of where to return their book to. Now, some books won't have a guided reading level, and so you can therefore look it up by their Lexile level and use the correlation chart to figure out what guided reading level it would be. Or sometimes if you can't even find that, I just put a black dot here in the corner, and so that goes into a separate bin where they know that it didn't have a level. It's just kind of a free-for-all kind of book. So we label the front with their guided reading level, and then using that Book Wizard Scholastic app. Another thing that you can then do is label them with your AR level and quiz numbers. So if we're lucky enough to be able to use AR again this year, you can go to AR Book Find and go to the website there, and then I bookmark it onto my iPad for easy accessibility to parents that are helping me label books. You will then search for a title, and then it will come up and it will tell you the quiz number. Then on the back record the quiz number and the level that book is found in AR. So this is the 6-digit quiz number with a 2.3. That's just kind of the level that it's put into for AR. So that's how I label the book. So kind of got to get started by getting somebody to help you with that. So it's a big job. Once you get them labeled, then I have taken these baskets or these bins, and then I have just labeled on the front a letter. Obviously at the beginning of the year I start with A's and go all the way up, but I'm teaching first grade, and so by about mid-year I can kind of get rid of those A's and B's and C's sometimes, if I'm fortunate enough, and then I kind of push those out a little bit and then be able to have more room for the rest. But so they know that they come and look for the basket that is at their level, for level F. So all of the books that should be in here should be labeled with level F, and so these so far are. Now, another thing I've trained the kids to do is to put the books with the spine facing up, so that they're all kind of going the same way. It just kind of makes it easy to flip through and find the book that they would like at that level. So, so I have baskets here, so they go all the way from, right now they're from E all the way up to P and above. Sometimes I need a couple of baskets, like in J's and K's and L's. There's lots of books in those levels, so those baskets, there might be more than one. But it's just easily labeled, and the kids can actually do it without any trouble. I also have up here on top, so that's kind of labeling by levels. I also label them, some of them by themes. So I have found, like on Teachers Pay Teachers, these little labels. And so here, these are Magic Treehouse books. So instead of being in the level M's or N's or O's where they are, they know if they want a Magic Treehouse book that they can come and get them all out of this basket here. Same thing with like some of the famous character books, like Arthur books. So they know if they want an Arthur book, then they can find it here. Amelia Bedelia, Clifford, we've got Flat Stanley, all those, Franklin, just kind of the favorite character books that the kids are kind of drawn to. So if they happen to find one down in the basket that's labeled and it's an F and it's supposed to be in a Clifford basket, it's really no big deal, but they know if they really want to read Clifford, then to just go up there and find it in the basket. So I haven't really arranged them by like topics, like space and ocean and things yet. I have some of those books still out, and I'm not really sure how I'm going to incorporate that, if I'll bring a basket out for that. But so you can also do it by topics if you don't want to, and then have your levels labeled within the basket for that topic or unit that you're studying. So a couple different ways of doing that there. Another helpful tip is I have usually hung up here above the bookshelf is a list of shopping days, and so I divide the kids out among the 5 days of the week, and so there's like 5 kids a day, and so they know their shopping day is on Monday, and so the Monday shoppers can go and come and trade out their books on Mondays. Then it goes on through the week. If we skip a day for whatever reason, then they just make it up whenever we have some reading time. But that allows them to keep their books fresh in their book box, but have them for about a week, so they can become good and fluent at their books. So hopefully this has helped you give a couple little tips, but and obviously it's definitely not the only way, but just one way that I found to work and allow them to manage it and keep it organized is what I really was looking for. So hope it helped. Thank you. Bye-bye.